All right, guys, let's break it down. This is a structure I had laid out yesterday. We're in that golden area here. We got a small bounce, which I would think this is a B, and we're in the C leg right now. Hopefully, Monday morning we'll start and come down here to the 50% level. And I'm thinking that we'll get a bounce there and see some buying. Obviously, an area that I would look for, I would draw a trend line right here, and that would be your signal. You'd want to see a breakout above and a test right here, and then you want to see the reverse. We do have a few headwinds right now with Japan on Friday. We got the uncertainties about tariffs and the Supreme Court ruling. So you got to keep all that in mind when looking at this. Obviously, I don't really track the SPY, but SPY is stronger right now, and the IWM is stronger. So I always like the Qs. Uh, I feel like we could see a big move here, and obviously having those headwinds in mind, I would make sure to draw a line right here and wait till we come down for the two and it confirms. And the way you would do that, you would draw a fib tool from the bottom here to there, and then you'd want to see it pop at the 50 or the 61.8, and that will tell you that's the start of a new impulsive wave. The thing that keeps me bullish right now is because we had a 5 wave impulse right here. So right now this is just a 3 wave correction. Now we have uncertainties, and Elliott wave does not take that into account during it, like whether a news event or anything like that. It could change everything. So just keep that in mind when using Elliott wave. It does give you some what of predictive power, but uh, obviously headwinds can change that. But like I said, use the line here. Bitcoin is kind of following the 5 wave structure I laid out uh, a month or two ago. Sorry, I'm trying to do this real quick. We're going to get my kids ready for bed and stuff. So, and I had this drawn out. I don't know if I deleted the drawings or not. But yeah, this is the same thing I had drawn out here. We're in a 5. It looks like we have, and for the 5, we don't have to break this low. Uh, we did act like we was going to break out of this downtrend, and we came back down. But obviously, the same thing here. You'd want to see it break above, and you'd want to see a pretty impulsive move, and then you'd want to get in at the 50 or 61.8 level. And that'd be your signal to long Bitcoin stocks like Master, IBIT, things like that. And the VIX really hasn't even had a big pop. It's only at 16. I don't think we see a 30, like a 30 handle on the VIX. I mean, maybe next year, but not 2 years in a row. I don't see the VIX like really going up like it did in April. I could be wrong, but my intuition tells me that the VIX could probably go up here to 19 or 20. And I think that could play out tomorrow, depending on what happens. But the overnight, let's look at NQ. And if you want, you can email me or message me on here. And if you want me to break down certain stocks, I can do that. And you can see here, we're starting to get a pop right here. So the thing with this is we're in 61.8 and the 50% level. We could see high